Okay, welcome back. So, in the previous part, we were starting to get the tungsten related stuff set up. I went ahead and routed up some cobalt ingots, and as far as I'm aware, all we should have to do at this point is connect things up. That'll produce the cobalt powder, which looks like we might want to oops, okay. So, with these ore, or not, what are these? They're powder mixers, right. With these powder mixers combined with cobalt powder and tungsten powder, we can now create tungsten powder mixture, which we put into these sintering ovens, which creates the tungsten plates. And as far as I'm aware, I think the ratio is correct. So these produce 6 tungsten powder mixtures per second. These require 3 every 2 seconds, or every second. And anyways, so we now have tungsten plates. What were we wanting to do with those? Tungsten carbide plate, copper tungsten plate. I imagine that will be a thing at some point. Now, is that made in sintering ovens as well? Yes. I unfortunately picked up a whole bunch of sintering ovens. Apparently, I did not place a max on the chest that was holding them. So, let's see. I keep forgetting that I can actually warp over here. Where are we doing the sintering ovens? Here. Yeah, let's definitely place a couple more of these in here. We definitely do not need this many. Alright, so I've noticed that our tech really hasn't gone up much, so something must be behind. Yeah, there's a lot of sintering ovens. Like, I mean, having some probably, yeah, like 2 stacks is probably reasonable. Alright, so why are we... Okay, it looks like this science. What? We don't have enough engines. Why don't we have enough engines? It's looking more like they just aren't producing fast enough. But the only... Okay, yeah, there are other engines. Oh. That's weird. I wonder when that happened. Okay, that should help. Hopefully. Probably go ahead and upgrade these as well. kind of forget that we should probably mark that we are doing assembly machine 5s in here. Now, what do we need to get the final level? Oh, looks like we could actually, well, tungsten carbide plates, but it looks like we could more or less do that. Now, I just looked at it, but what do we need for tungsten carbide plates? Tungsten oxide or tungsten powder and carbon. So we hypothetically could probably do the tungsten powder. We are doing... Yeah, let's just do that then. What do we need to do this in? Sintering ovens. Okay. That should be more than doable. Let's give ourselves a little bit of room. That way, if we need more of this tungsten powder, we can set up a few more. Alright, let's grab our sintering ovens. That's probably more than enough. All right. Power everything up. And yeah, for now, this is fine. Ooh, these ones are definitely very slow. That's probably fine for now. I'm surprised. How long is this? 12.8 seconds. Oof. Okay, so we now have some tungsten carbide plates. Now, if I remember correctly, what were we were working on the satellite related stuff. Or think more specifically this. Yeah. So the heat shielding tile. What do we need for that? Heat shielding tile. Tungsten carbide plates. Okay. That's good to know. I'm thinking we're gonna need more. Just based off of the fact that these things are running really slow. I'm assuming that's not like because of power related stuff. Nah, we're perfectly fine on power. With those. Just like we have any more blue undergrounds on hand, so I guess we'll just... Yeah, these definitely run very slowly. We might want to just double up here. Okay. Really? That really doesn't have the range to do it? Alright, fine. Looks like we're almost out of blue undergrounds. I mean, at this point, we could probably start switching over to better ones, but I don't know. I like having the blues more for like the busy work type of belts, and then using the better ones for like more important related things. This just feels like busy work type of belts. Don't need those. Ooh. Okay, I guess we need to actually do an underground here. Okay. So, definitely won't saturate anytime soon, but that will at least give us some amount of the carbide plates. Okay, so heat shielding. We are going to need this silicon nitride, I want to say, wherever it might be. It's like over here, right? Yeah. Alright. So we could probably do it somewhere over in this area. I'm going to pick that stuff up, and we'll just belt over there. It's not too far away. You have any grenades? Yeah. Die, trees. Die. Okay, we're good. Blowing a couple holes in our nicely paved concrete floor. You need to place down a few more areas of flooring here. And let's see, we are now out of ultimate undergrounds. Okay, where is our silicon nitride exactly? Right here. So, like, where is it? So we could go ahead. We're heading south. Okay, so I'm not sure how much of this stuff we're really going to need. Clearly we need some for the spaceship or for the satellite or right the rocket silo. I know for sure. What do we need for the satellite? Help if I remembered how to spell it. Okay, so we don't actually need that. We don't need the heat shielding, whatever, even though that seems like a kind of an important thing. for the satellite part of it, but sure. I mean, you gotta protect against the UVs of the sun, but whatever. All right. Be nice to know what actually uses this stuff. All right, so this is the silicon nitride. Yes. Going to go ahead and do that. And I'm thinking, so doing this will come down from here. And we'll, how much do we need? What do we need? Okay, so we need more silicon nitride than we do of the tungsten. All right. Do we have any more? Very few, but we do have a couple. Okay, I guess we'll place it on this side. All right, let's go ahead, do the heat shielding. 30 seconds. Wow. That's quite a long time. Oof. All right. Well, I guess let's try and get rid of what we can before we actually turn it on. Of course, we don't actually have enough. All right. We'll actually go ahead do it like that because I expect us to need to make a few more of these. Like, I don't think we're gonna need a lot of this stuff, but we're definitely gonna need more than what 3 of these will produce. Fortunately, since that box is like super full, even if we right controlled clicked on it, it would like max out our inventory right now. I think just 2 stacks is more than enough for us. Okay, so let's go ahead. At least get up to there. That seems fine. We want to do, yeah, let's do an even number. All right, so I can't be bothered to actually, you know, rearrange it in any other way. All right. Power up. Okay, so this will definitely take a while to really produce anything. we definitely want to offset things. And let's do a passive provider chest. Oh, that's actually outside of the range. Just barely, of course. Okay, cool. So it seems like the silicon nitride is really the thing holding us back, which seems to be a nitrogen gas shortage. Now, why are we completely out of nitrogen gas? We have plenty of compressed air. Okay. Did something get cut off at some point? Oh, these ones aren't even connected. Okay. That might explain some stuff, although doesn't explain everything. Okay, these things are just producing very slowly. We do have a couple extra new chemical plants, so let's go ahead and upgrade what we can. So that'll help produce a little faster. That's good. We could probably set up a few more of these just to help. Can't be bothered to get rid of the tree. Alright. Those are good. We just need actual connection with the nitrogen. Yeah, let's just do that. That's easier. All about being easy here. Wait, phrasing. Um, let's see. And we're out of pipes. All right. Well, I guess we just kind of have to wait until we get more. Okay. So, again, we only need 100 of these for right now, at least. And then we should have enough to make our rocket silo. Really wish it would just keep whatever your last brush size was. So annoying having to resize it every time. Yeah, definitely seems like the biggest issue here is not having enough silicon nitride, which we could probably expand this out, and I might like do it in between, just so I'm not having to do it during the episode. But all right, so all we're missing is this heat shielding stuff, and we should be able to make a rocket silo. Now, what do we need for this? Nitinol stuff, the tungsten carbide plates. Seems to be the only things. So let's go ahead. Oh, we actually completed our tech. Nice. That's nice to see. All right. What do we want to do next? Vehicle overdrive. Man, there are so many useless techs. Is there anything in particular down the line here that might be beneficial to us in any particular way? Poison rockets. Okay. Plasma rockets. Oh boy. That seems fun. Plasma bullets. I mean, we are. Oh, ooh. What do we need for this? Looks like military 4 is the next thing. Alright, so I am thinking we do want to set up a few things over here. Set it up like that. Gotta love when it does that. Always has to autosave right when I'm trying to do something like that. Do something with the belts. Alright, so other than the tungsten carbide plates, I think we have everything in here. And the assembly machines, which shouldn't be too bad. It'd be a little tricky with all the stuff going on in here. Let's actually head this way. Move. Yes, the building must move. It is in my way. So, unfortunately, this is kind of awkward, but ultimately, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so the only other thing is the tungsten carbide plates, which, yeah, is a little awkward. I'm going to split this off instead of just extending the line. That's the silicon nitride. we unfortunately might have to go around this. Well, I guess we do have the range for it. Okay, that's pretty handy. Let's see. This might be a bit awkward as well. I'm thinking the easiest way is going to be going down first. I know, huge waste of the ultimate belts, but it's going to be very awkward. How do we want to do this? Well, okay, yeah, that actually seems like a better idea. All right, instead of trying to belt both of those onto the same thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this instead. I think that just makes a lot more sense. It's kind of unfortunate that they didn't keep the gear sort of set up on these. I don't know if that was just because of the mod, because that's basically what happened with these belts. They had recently like just changed the sprite for it. Actually, in the middle of the series, at some point they changed the sprite. So the base ones, like the yellow, red, and blue ones, look different from what the mods are, which were the old look for them. Okay. Those, and awesome. So that is assembly machine 6. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a couple of them up myself. We'll throw those in there. We'll replace this one, might as well. All right. Now, I guess this is kind of the awkward part. Another awkward part is what do we do with it? And it's looking like this is going to be kind of a tight fit, but it should work. All right, cool. And at this point, we should have all of our heat shielding stuff. So yeah, let's just pick up 100 of these. This probably doesn't need more than like 3. Well, no, let's just stick with 2. All right, guys. There we go. We're now producing the rocket silo, and it's producing pretty quickly. I would have thought this would have been like one of the really like long builds. All right, so the question becomes, where do we want to put this, and where will it not get destroyed if a random bug shows up? Kind of need the space, and I kind of like the idea of putting it somewhere up here. So maybe like in this dead zone right now, current dead zone. The only problem with that is it would leave it exposed if a bug managed to, you know, like avoid all of my all of my walls. I suppose for right now we could just leave it sort of like in this area up north of the Northern Mall and Belt Factory area, north of the tin stuff. And obviously we can always move it later if needed. So let's grab you. I kind of like the idea of putting it basically in where our old base sort of started. And just like that, let's actually head over there. We'll go ahead, remove some of those so they're not in the way. Get rid of this. There we go. We got a rocket silo. Awesome. So now, okay, so there is heat shielding tiles. Low density structure, the rocket control unit. So I think these two are going to be the big ones that will take a while. But yeah, we finally have a rocket silo. And we're definitely nearing the end game. Like, we are in the end game now. Now that we have a rocket silo. But yeah. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part.